If you love the psychedelic house sound that combines organic textures with live instruments and funky grooves, you must know Mita Gami and Adam Ten. Their sound is hypnotic and multi-layered by combining contemporary house elements with more psychedelic elements, and that creates a distinctive style that's ready for clubs as well as the festival stages. They are the label founders of Maccabi House, which is a label that has been blowing up lately, and they also have released themselves on big labels like Crosstown Rebels and Dynamic, and that also gained them spots on major festivals like Burning Man and Coachella. I'm Nick from Produce School, and today I'm breaking down their distinctive psychedelic house sound that has earned them over 15 Beatport Top 10 placements over the past 3 years. Project that I will be breaking down in this video is included in our new pack After Hours, and if you want to check that out, head over to the link in the description or click over here and you will find all the information you need regarding that sample pack. For now, let's dive into the video. I'm starting off with a very essential element of their style, which is the bass line. I have this preset here loaded combined with the MIDI, and that sounds like this. Choose a bass note, which in this case is the F. Find a cool rhythm and then make some slight variations between notes, which makes it slightly more musical than a lot of other house tracks, and that immediately contributes to their more hypnotic kind of sound. Often it works really well to use the note that's one semitone up, because that creates that kind of dissonant hypnotic feel to your MIDI. And for the rest, it just follows a pattern of this D sharp right here with a slight variation in the third bar to keep things interesting. If you would just repeat this all the time, it can get a bit boring. So a really small variation like this can already do wonders. As you can see, every bar, first 4 notes, they play the same rhythm, so you get kind of consistency in your rhythm, and the note changes then make it more musical. For this, I'm using this preset called Bomba, which is from the After Hours pack, and it's really straightforward. I turn off oscillator A since we're not using it. It's a macro in the preset. And then we're left with just a simple default saw wave, pitch down 2 octaves. An LFO set to 1/8 rate linked to the fine tune. Adding vibrato to that to the sound really contributes to their signature sound. Then this gets sent into a Moog filter. Quite some resonance, a really important step because you will immediately hear it when I turn it down. Lacks all the character of the sound. Then for the effects, first some asymmetrical distortion, kind of beefing up the sound a little. Then a downsample, which is kind of what makes this sound unique compared to a normal saw wave. That little edge in the high end. Then the chorus is not doing anything. And then there is a compressor. Next up, we're coming back to the bass notes again, and now we're going to layer the main bass with an acid sound that sounds like this. And again, as I told you, this acid is modulated by an LFO, which creates that Maccabi kind of sound. If I would bypass that, it's just that slight edge that makes the sound way more distinctive. And then what's interesting to see in the pattern that I came up with is that for this I just stick to our root note, and even when the bass note goes to a D sharp, it plays here on an F, and this creates some more harmonics that make it more like hypnotic. What's interesting about this sound is that the velocity is linked to the cutoff, and when the cutoff is really low, you don't really hear the vibrato sound. So that's what you hear right here. And then here in the last part, the cutoff gets opened up a little, and that creates a cool variation and interplay between this. To demonstrate that effect, if I would just lay down, for example, 3 random notes, playing around with the velocity will basically give you an infinite amount of variations. In the sound itself, it's a default square wave, and the vibrato LFO is also linked to the PWM warp mode, just to add a little bit more movement. Then we're using this new filter with lots of resonance to really get that acid kind of sound, and layer it with a little bit of white noise. Then again, some distortion, a little bit of delay, more of a slap delay to make it slightly more white, and again a bit crush. Forgot to tell, envelope 1 is not controlling the filter, that's envelope 2, which is this shorter one, which makes it really attacky. And when you layer that together, it sounds like this. For the effects, it's just a little low cut right here, because we don't want it to clash with the bass. And I added another delay, which is also really short and subtle. Now I copied the bass line into a really interesting synth, and this is really cool to show. And what makes this sound is oscillator A, which is an addictive talk wavetable. But the magic happens here in the matrix, where we linked the note on random source to the wavetable position. So if you drag that down, it would just be a static sound. Still cool, still really metallic and weird. But if you link it this way and put it up to like 90%, the wavetable position will be slightly different every time you hit a note. Envelope 1, really short to keep it really like subtle, linked to an MG-Low 18 filter. Then I use this new splitter section in Serum to only put some tube distortion quite heavily on the mids without affecting the high end and the lows. Then there's a really short slap delay, again a downsample, bit crush effect, and a little bit of reverb. So far, I think the key takeaways are already to get this kind of sound is using a lot of bit crushing as well as using fast vibratos on elements. And now when we layer that all together, you get a really nice dynamic interplay. On the talking plug, I added just a low cut and some OTT for just that slightly more crispy edge. Now moving on to the, well, I would say main element together with the bass is this lead sound. And it, as you can see, already follows just the bass line with some slight rhythm variations right here. And that one sounds like this. We use it as lead, but it's labeled as bass, and it uses 3 Model D oscillators to really get that fat analogy kind of sound. And as you can see, all of them are modulated by a 1/8 rate LFO, which again gets you into that vibe. If I would bypass it, it's really subtle, but really essential. Then an envelope 1 shaped like this, linked to a Moog filter again. As you can see, once again, no unison on all 3 oscillators, just a little variation in the fine tuning, and they all cover a different octave range, which is basically just the way you would do it on a machine like that. Then some asymmetrical distortion, a little low mid boost, some chorus, some ping pong delay, then a utility that makes sure the bass stays in mono, and then again a bit crusher. A quite proper boost in the high mid as well as cutting out the sub frequencies. Again a little OTT, and then a really subtle reverb with the decay just set to 0.9 seconds and the wet level to 30%. This sound is also included in the pack. And then we basically have the synth elements that we need in a track. Since it's more of a house track, it's also very drum and groove focused. So we will move on to the drums right now. But I will first play you what the synths sound like together. The drums are quite organic and groovy, and they sound like this. First of all, a kick. Make sure it's not too hard of a kick, so you really have room for the bass and other elements to breathe in your mix. Then we have this tom section right here, which uses 2 tom sounds from the After Hours pack with a little bit of reverb on it. Then strategically place them on offbeats to create a really syncopated groove. I would really recommend, if you make this, to make it in the context of your track or to turn on your metronome, because you will immediately hear the shift in the groove. And then when you put on the metronome. And then this nice little trick here in the end, which is using a lower tom, playing it really fast to get that kind of, like rolling effect into the next bar. Then layer it with acoustic head loops. They are really heavily used in this style, and that would sound like this. And layer it with a snare and a clap. Add some heads. Quite long tail to really fill up the whole spectrum. The toms are then layered with this fast head as well to add some more attack to it. Then you can't forget about congas that sound like this. A shaker loop really adds more drive and groove. A texture loop, just some kind of weird texture. A percussion loop. A cowbell also comes in. A little bit of reverb on it as well. And last but not least, these fill elements in between sections that really help you to kind of, glue the sections together. And that's it for the drums. Let's move on to the full arrangement. So here we are in the full arrangement, and first of all we have an intro where we just slightly introduce all the elements. There's a filter on the kick to really create it a subtle intro. Then there's this drone ambient that really helps to make it more spacious. The key is to not give away too much. So for example, here the tom is just playing occasionally, and then here it starts playing like the full sequence. And then you build it up slowly. Added a little vocal from the pack. Same for the lead, you slightly tease it, but you don't give it all away yet. And then here the cowbell comes in. So it's just really a matter of strategically postponing really giving away all of your elements, because otherwise it will be just a full loop of the same all the time, and this keeps it interesting. Then here a build-up, and which is interesting to show you. We just remove the bass completely and let the lead be the forefront of the build-up. A stretch effect on the vocal to make it really psychedelic and hypnotic. Besides the stretch effect, we also put a gate on it, and that just works really, really well. Some fills, risers and uplifters. And that's basically all the elements that are in a track like this. If you guys want and like this style, make sure to leave a comment, and we might also start doing some more videos from scratch, as that's something many of you find really valuable. So we are willing to do like 1 hour videos or 30-minute videos, just sitting down and starting the timer and doing it, which I think would also be really helpful. Let me now play you the track, what the end result sounds like. Let me know if you guys like the style. We are really like exploring different styles to do tutorials on, and we really enjoy making these ourselves. All the sounds in the video are from our after hours sample pack, which you can check out in the link in the description. And for now, I want to thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video.